So if you've been following my channel, you know that I have done quite a few credit card videos, including unboxings and review videos on them. And now today I'm going to be showing you my credit card strategy at 2 years of credit history since getting my very first credit card my senior year of college back in July 2017. Since then, I've managed to make just over $8,000 in cash value from these credit card companies and have acquired 7 total credit cards, and am not planning to stop anytime soon. So this video is just going to be sharing my thought process and strategy at this 2-year mark. If you too would like some advice from me for your personal credit card journey, you can contact me using the Google Forms. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can fill that out. So first, let's talk about my overall strategies thus far in these 2 years. So I tried to get as many credit cards that offer as much cash back as possible, but to make sure that the cashback system is either in cashback form, so I can redeem it as statement credit or back into my bank account, or it's a point equivalent that's very liquid. Another thing I consider is whether or not it offers referral bonuses. That is, I get a little bit of commission if somebody signs up using my referral link. So this is especially important because if it does, I want to get the card as soon as possible so I can maximize the number of referrals that I can get. Usually the referral bonuses are capped off at a certain limit per year. So if I get it sooner, that means I can get more of this. So if you would like to help out the channel, I would appreciate it if you would use my referral links, which I'll be putting in the description. Now, the next item I look for is whether or not it has annual fees and if it has some nice high welcome bonuses. I do have 2 cards that have annual fees, but I'll be discussing that a little bit further in more detail in the later of this video. But the idea here is both of those annual fee cards are able to be downgraded to one that does not have an annual fee card, and both of them also have referral bonuses. And then the final 2 factors I consider will take into account how often I'm applying for credit cards, so things like which credit bureau does the credit card company pull from, and also some key restrictions like the Chase 524 rule, the Amex 5 credit card rule. Now that I've gone over my overall strategy, let's take a look at how I had applied for my 7 credit cards over the past 2 years. So the first credit card I had acquired was the Discover It for students because this was my very first credit card and I was still a student in college. That meant that it was an easy acceptance and it's really a great card as a student because it actually offers cashback where many other student cards do not have this kind of feature. It has 5% rotating categories, which I was able to maximize for each quarterly category, and on top of that, it had no annual fee, so I wasn't paying any kind of fee to own this card since I was paying off the card every single month. This was the only credit card I used for about half a year so I could develop my credit history because the FICO score needs 6 months to actually develop a report. And then afterwards, I applied for the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card on January 2018. This card served as my dedicated grocery card because it offered a 3% cashback rate on grocery stores and it had a no annual fee, which is definitely nice because I was still a student at the time anyways. My third card was the Chase Freedom, which I applied 6 months after the Blue Cash Everyday card, and this was the first card I got to get into the Chase's trifecta system. I'll be talking about that a little bit later, probably in a separate video if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, but this card is very similar to the Discover It in that it has 5% rotating quarterly categories, and it has no annual fee, so this was a nice complementary card to my Discover It because the categories never overlap. Afterwards, I applied for my very first travel card, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. This would be my second card in the Chase Trifecta system. I had used this to book a trip during the winter time, and I had used this as a dedicated restaurant card because I had no other card that really maximized that particular category. And since the first year is waived for that card, I am currently not paying the $95 annual fee just yet. Afterwards, I finished my Chase Trifecta using the Chase Freedom Unlimited at the end of 2018. It was a simple flat rate card that I could use everywhere else because it was also on the Visa network, meant that I could use it at grocery stores where the Amex network was not approved. It also has a no annual fee, so that's also very convenient. My next card is my first card that I actually paid an annual fee card, and that was the Blue Cash Preferred card by American Express. I literally applied for this card 1 or 2 days after I had applied for the Chase Freedom Unlimited, just because I knew that these 2 credit card companies, Chase and Amex, do not pull from the same credit bureaus. So that was a card that I was using to replace my Blue Cash Everyday card because it has a 6% cashback rate at grocery stores, and gas in transit was at 3%, so I would use this card when I had no other card that offered a better cashback rate in those two categories. I do sometimes use it at grocery stores to buy gas cards and Amazon gift cards because those are my two other big spending categories, so I was able to effectively get 6% back on gas and also on my Amazon purchases. Yes, it had a $95 annual fee, but because of my spending habits, I was able to easily outweigh that annual fee, which I'll be showing you later in a chart of how much I've earned per credit card. And finally, the seventh card I've gotten was back in March this year. It was a no annual fee hotel card, which is super rare for hotel cards. It had a really great welcome bonus, so this is definitely going to be my dedicated card when I'm traveling and to use for hotels. So once again, I had applied for all these cards first because they have referral bonuses currently. So if you would like to support my channel and what I do here, and you would like to get some of the bonuses for yourself, oftentimes referral links will provide higher bonuses than the regular public offer. Please consider using my links. Once again, they'll be in the description. Now you notice I said things like Chase Trifecta, and I have 3 Chase cards initially early on in my 7 card bracket is because of that 524 rule for Chase, which basically doesn't allow Chase to approve another card if you have more than 5 cards open in the last 24 months. Chase cards are particularly valuable just because their ultimate reward point system is worth 1 cent per point at the minimum if you can redeem it for cashback, and even more if you do it for travel. More details on that in each individual card review, so make sure you check out my channel if you're interested. But now on screen I have broken up exactly where that $8,000 of cash value has come from for each of the credit cards in terms of the welcome bonus, the cashback from making transactions, and other categories like getting an authorized user bonuses, referral bonuses, and also special promotions for that particular card. So treating all the credit card cashback earning systems as 1 cent per point, with the exception of the Hilton Honor system, which is worth half a cent per point, I have a grand total of $8,049.27 in cash value of all of the cashback earnings I've had in the past 2 years of owning these 7 cards. Now, in addition to earning cash back for me, these cards also offer outsized value, so they have special features pertaining to each card, which sometimes leads me to use one card over the other, even if that card's cashback rate is not going to be as high as the other one, simply because of certain benefits. So let's go ahead and run through the key ones that I use per each card. So starting with the Discover It card, the speciality of this card, which I have not seen offered on any other credit card, is that it can basically be used to withdraw cash from a transaction similar to what you can do with debit cards. Because of this feature, I can safely leave my debit card at home knowing that I can withdraw cash almost at any time with this particular card. Plus, it has no foreign transaction fees if I were to take this abroad. And then for my American Express cards, I can use those when making purchases where I think that I may return it beyond the regular return period because of the great return and price protection that it offers. And then for my Chase cards, they are all on the Visa network, so the most widely accepted credit card network across the country. So this is a card I would use normally to pay for things where no other card network like Amex or Discover is available. In addition, the Sapphire Preferred card has no foreign transaction fees once again, so I can use this abroad with no issues, and it has a really nice feel to it because it is a metal card. But there you have it. That is my thought process in picking these 7 cards for these past 2 years and how I've managed to acquire so much cash back because of the way I have been thinking. So once again, if you're interested in a personal consultation with me, I'll leave my Google Forms link in the description so you can check that out. Also, if you're considering applying for any of the cards that I've mentioned, I'll have the referral links also in the description below. If you're interested in more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for all you other credit card connoisseurs out there, let me know in the comment section down below what your strategies are.